What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. We're going to be rating the value of each individual light cone from the Path of Harmony, which is a very important path because it's prevalent in the meta since its characters allow you to do a lot of damage thanks to their buffs. They also have a lot of utility that provides value in terms of going multiple turns and stuff like that. So it's very important to know the value of these light cones and which ones you should be using or which ones you're trying to prioritize. Maybe one of them will pop up on a banner and you'll be like, oh, I need to get that one. That was the one that Smacks that was OP in this video. You get the message. Let's go ahead and go over each one. Let's start off with this bad boy right here, which is this one. It says increase the wearer's break effect by 28%. When the wearer attacks, additionally regenerates 4 energy. This effect can only be triggered one time per turn. So this one's pretty garbage. Right now, there's only 3 Path players out. Path of Harmony players. There's Bronya, Tingyun, and Asta, and then we got Wukong coming around the corner. Now, break effect is literally only beneficial to Asta. Tingyun, garbage. Bronya, garbage. Furthermore, Wukong drops, garbage. When the wearer attacks, additionally regenerates 4 energy. I'm not going to say it's garbage for Wukong. It'll probably be a little bit more high value, but just compared to the other options, it's just not going to be that good. But when the wearer attacks, additionally regenerates 4 energy. This effect can only be triggered one time per turn. Now, energy is very important for Tingyun and Bronya and Wukong. But if that's the only thing it's offering, again, when we compare it to the other options, it still doesn't provide that much value. But this is a good light cone for Asta because she does run a break effect build. However, she runs so much break effect that the extra 28% isn't really providing any real value. Also, Asta has a 100 energy cost burst. Her skill provides adequate energy recharge per proc, so she doesn't even need energy recharge. So because of all the things I just mentioned, I gotta put this one, guys. This has got to go. I want to say the C tier. It's just not that good, man. I'll be honest with you. And it'll make sense as we go through the rest of the light cones why it's so low. So let's go ahead and go over to this one. I believe this is the Battle Pass light cone. Yeah. Battle Pass light cone. At the start of the battle and whenever the wearer's turn begins, one of the following effects is applied randomly. All allies attack increases by 10%, all allies crit damage increases by 12%, or all allies energy regeneration rate increases by 6%, which are all very valuable uses. The applied effect cannot be identical to the last effect applied. So in other words, you're not going to get these buffs on top of each other. You can only have one at a time. There's no stacking them at all. And but the other thing that goes to my mind when I read that is like, okay, well, what if we get 2 of them and put them on 2 separate characters? Maybe we can stack them that way. Note, the applied effect will be removed when the wearer has been knocked down. Effects of the similar type cannot be stacked. So you can't even take this, buy it 2 separate times from 2 separate battle passes and get the buffs that way. So this is another one where it is definitely usable, right? If you don't even have another harmony buff and you get this and put it on 2 harmony characters, one of them's providing I don't know, a damage bonus from the other free-to-play option, and this one's giving a benefit to the team, right? I can see some value here, but the fact that you're not in control of which buff it is applying, furthermore, they're not that good. I mean, if you max it, like over the course of 5 months, this is the most it's going to provide. Again, I still don't think this is a good value compared to the other options. Now, there is some value here, but it's arbitrary on the buff you're going to get. Furthermore, you know, you'll see what I mean as we go further on. But I'm going to place this one into the B tier. That's where I'm going to value that one at. Moving on to this bad boy right here, which has actually gotten quite a bit of hype around in the community. This is the Planetary Rendezvous. Upon battle entry, if an ally deals the same damage type as the wearer, damage dealt increases by 12%. This is out on the battle or on the banner right now. Jing Yuan's banner, his light cone banner. This is actually one of the promotional ones that you can get. And I do believe this provides a high amount of value to mono elemental teams. So if I have Tingyun and Jing Yuan, both of them are getting a 12% damage bonus. If I have Tingyun, Jing Yuan, and Kafka, all 3 of them are going to get a 12% damage bonus. This is really good for mono oriented teams, but it's not good for if you're running Scylla with Bronya, right? Bronya's a wind element, you put this on Branya and Seela's a quantum element, then well, she's not getting that damage bonus. So that's a terrible scenario for this. But Branya with Dan Hang, both of them are wind element, he's going to get 12%, so is Branya. So I do see some value here. Furthermore, at max refinement, 24%. If you run a full-blown mono element team, this is very, very strong. But outside of scenarios of that, its value goes down quite drastically. So with that in mind, I do see the value though. It's very good. I'm going to put that in the A tier. I like it. It definitely has some value. Now we're going to go on to the, that's the free-to-play option. So free-to-play option, past and future, which is what I'm rocking right now. And I have it at R3. At max refinement, it goes to 32%, and it's free-to-play, obtainable, and grindable. So I've been working at it. Again, I'm at I keep saying R, my bad. Superimpose. I'm at S3. And I'm going to have it at S5 very soon, which means I'll be given a free 32% damage bonus to my main carry. I really like this. One, it's completely free. Two, it's really damn good. The only problem is it only lasts for one singular turn, and there are characters such as Ting Yun and Branya, and honestly, all the Harmony characters where you're not using their skill every single turn. So you're not getting this 32% damage bonus to your main DPS on every single turn. So it does lose value there. You also have to be careful with the order in which you're doing your team composition, because it's only going to give it to the person who comes right after her. So if the person who comes right after her is Gepard or goddamn Natasha, they're not going to do anything with that 32% increased damage bonus, right? Now, there is a way to manipulate it, right? If they have their ult up, even if they're not going next, if you use Ting Yun's skill and she's rocking this, and then you pop your DPS's ult, even if he's not going up next, you can make him go up next by using their ult, right? So then you can get them 32% increased damage bonus just by utilizing their ult. Or you can just build your team's speed in a chronological order that ensures that your main DPS is going to be the next person to go up so that they can get that damage bonus. So I do really like this one. Again, it's free to play. I like it a lot. So I'm going to put this right next to Rendezvous. If we consider that as free to play, I put it in front of it. If we just consider them without free to play and pay to win rise, I think this one can yield a little bit higher value, because there's not a one turn purpose. There's it's happening period, like throughout the whole entire fight, so long as they have the same exact element. So that's why I put this one in front of it. But again, from a free to play standpoint, R5 in this, yeah, man, that's solid. I like it a lot. But again, the one turn is a bit of a negative. Aha, Branya's 5-star. This bad boy here, man, I cannot wait to get this, but it's gonna take me so long to get it for free in the shop. But this one I hold in very high regard. One of the biggest selling points for me is the 10% energy regeneration plus the 1 skill point every 2 ults. That is very massive. One, Branya and Ting Yun have very, very strong ults, but they have high energy costs, and their energy regeneration isn't the best. So pairing this 10% energy recharge up with a rope that is also of energy recharge, and then you can even throw the energy recharge set in there, and you combine all that together, I think their ults are going to be up so much more consistency. So when you throw that scenario in there, this is a very, very powerful light cone for Harmony Path players or characters such as Ting Yun, Branya, and Wukong, who's around the corner. So I hold this in very high regard. Furthermore, if that wasn't enough, you get a 30% damage bonus for 1 turn given to your carry as well. So yeah, this one I am definitely going to put in the S tier. I like it a lot. I think every freaking Harmony character can utilize it. It's not really, there's no weaknesses except the 1 turn 30% damage bonus. Same damn problem with hers. There's times like for Genuine, for an example, where his lightning count or Stan won't get that 1 turn damage bonus if he uses his skill and his ult and his turn ends. It's a weird scenario. It's kind of hard to explain, honestly, or convey to you guys, but there's some negatives with a 1 turn is all I'm trying to say. Finally, moving on to this next one. Where are we at? This bad boy, Dance Dance Dance. I'll be honest with you guys. I think this is single-handedly the best 4-star light cone in the game. I think it's one of the most valuable light cones somebody can pick up and add to their account. It's very strong. I'm not kidding. It's really good. And the reason it's really good is because there's not a one-time condition or a one-turn condition. Pretty much every time your Path of Harmony character pops their ult, your entire team advances forward by 16%. So let's just provide an example here. Let's say you have 120 speed. All right, we're going to do 10,000 divided by 120 speed. That's going to give us an 83.3 action value. Now, the thing is, inside of Memory of Chaos, the first turn, if you have a low enough threshold, you can attack twice. There's a 150 point value for each cycle, which means times, if I multiply this action value here times 2, I'm at 166, but the value of the cycle is 150, right? So I'm 16 over that value, which means I cannot attack twice in that first cycle with that character because it doesn't meet the 150 value threshold. It has to be lower than it. But that 83.3 action value that 120 speed character has, if we multiply that times 0.16, which is what this does, it advances them forward by 16. Let's subtract that same 83.3, right? Our new action value is now 69.9. Now let's multiply that times 2. We're now at 140 action value, which is lower than the 150 point cycle to cycle threshold. We're 10 points lower, which means we're now within the cycle to attack twice. Now, everybody on your team is not going to attack twice unless your overall team action value is low enough to do so. Furthermore, what I've learned is that even if you get under the 150 threshold with certain characters, not everybody can still attack twice, but it does increase the chance of it occurring. Basically, 2 to 3 characters will be able to go twice. And this bad boy right here advances your entire team. It lowers all of their action values, which is massive. So I think this is a best in slot contender for the Path of Harmony class if you're running 2 Harmony characters. One of them can run Branyas, the other one can run this. If that is the case, this is God tier value. Furthermore, the higher your character speed, the better this becomes, right? If you get it at max refinement, that's crazy. But let's just keep the 16% example going here. This bad boy gives higher value to higher speed value characters. I'll give you case in point right here. So 100, let's do, my bad, get this out of here. Let's do 10,000 divided by 110. You get 90.9 action value, right? Again, let's go ahead and give it that advance forward. Minus the same 90.9. So our 90.9 has now turned into 76.3. If we add back in the 90.9, that's a 14.5 action value drop. What is 76.3 action value though? Transfer in terms of speed. We can try to like guesstimate and get low to it. Let's do 130 speed, okay? 76. So the other one was 76.3, we're at 76.9. Let's just say that equates to a 20 speed boost, that action value, for a 110 speed character, okay? Hang with me here. I know we're doing a lot of math here. So TLDR, 110 speed character equates to a 20 speed boost from that advance forward by 16%. But let's say your character has 175 speed. You know what? Let's make it easy. Let's say your character has 200 speed, because that's easy math. 10,000 divided by 200, right? That's a 50 action value, which is incredibly low, right? If we're going back to the Memory of Chaos, 150 point threshold, you can go damn near 3 times with this. So now let's advance this 50 action value forward. Minus 50, my bad. 42. So now we're at a 42 action value because we advanced this character forward by 16%. Now, this was a 200 speed character. How much is a 42 action value though from 200? Let's go ahead and do that next. 10,000. Let's just guess. Let's just do 240. We're at 41.6. 42 is what we were trying to get to. So we're 0.4 away from 42. What this means is that 200 speed character now just got a 40. Double what a 110 speed character received in terms of speed. So it goes higher in terms of the speed that you're getting from that action value advancement. So in essence, if your character has a high speed, they're getting a higher speed boost, right? But their action value percentages probably kind of correlates to around the same thing. But 42 now times 3, you're definitely way below the 150 threshold in the Memory of Chaos. And this is just with an R1, guys. Now, I spent a lot of time on this because I just wanted you to see the value of this bad boy. This Dance 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 one, I'm picking it as the best damn 4-star light cone in the entire game. And for that matter, this is going into double S tier. I still don't know if it's triple S tier worthy. It's debatably so though. At R5, it is without a shadow of a doubt triple S tier worthy. But should you see this light cone pop up in a banner, light cone, like as one of the promotionals, you absolutely gonna want to go and try to pick you up a copy of this. I for sure will, no doubt about it. Now, finally, I did put the 3-star option in there because I'm still using the 3-star option myself because I haven't found another Harmony light cone yet. I've been over here still rocking this on my goddamn Asta. But at the end of the day, it provides some value. It gives the entire team a 12% attack boost. You know what I mean? That's literally the same attack boost that this bad boy gives, but it's just random. Actually, no, it's 2% higher. So I still use it. The biggest problem with it is that it's a 3-star, so your stats are incredibly low and Harmony characters are as squishy as they come. So my Asta gets one tapped a lot with this bad boy on, but it's usable, right? At the end of the day, it's still usable. So I'll give this a C tier. I'll actually put it in front of that other one for now. Nah, not really. I think I'll put it about right there, man. It belongs in the C tier. And yeah, guys, these are my Harmony of Path tier list. The other 3-star options, who cares about them? This is the Harmony of Path tier list. This is very, very high value. Even though it's a 4-star, I put it higher than the 5-star. If you are 5 it, GG's triple S tier. As always, I hope you guys got some value from this video. Y'all take care, and I'll catch you on the flip side.